So just a refresher from that first video, to solve a two-step equation, we add or subtract to remove the numeric value, and then we multiply or divide to remove that coefficient next to the variable. So we're going to pick up where we left off with our examples. If you feel good, I say pause it, go ahead, move ahead of me. If you're still a little bit questionable, just go along. I'm going to go through these four with you. So my numeric value is 3. It's a positive 3. So the inverse operation would be a negative 3, or to subtract 3 from both sides. So I still have x over 7 is equal to 1 minus 3. Be careful. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So then my second step, I'm dividing by 7. So the inverse of divide by 7 is to multiply by 7. Have to do it to both sides. So x is equal to negative 2 times 7 would be negative, and 2 times 7 is 14. All right, our next one here, 6n plus 7 is equal to negative 5. 7 is the numerical value, so we would subtract 7 to get rid of it, the inverse operation of adding 7. Doing it to both sides results in 6n is equal to, now a negative 5 minus 7, so we're going more negative, would be a negative 12. Then we have 6 times n currently happening, so the inverse of multiplying by 6 would be to divide by 6 to both sides, which results in n is equal to negative 2, because negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. All right, number 11, subtracting 2 from both sides, because 2 is my numeric value. It's the one not next to the variable. And we're adding 2, so the inverse is to subtract 2, which makes that 0, which was the goal. Now we have 5m is equal to 47 minus 2, 45. Next step, it's currently 5 times m, 5m, right? So the inverse would be to divide by 5 to both sides. M is equal to 45 divided by 5 is 9. So our value for m there is 9. And the last one here. We have a negative 2 out front. That's our numeric value. So the inverse of negative 2 would be a positive 2. So we're going to add 2 to both sides. Therefore, that would simplify to 0. We still have negative 4r. Now, 46 plus 2 is 48. And then we got to keep going. We have to finish this off. So it's currently negative 4 times r. So the inverse of multiplying by negative 4 would be to divide by negative 4, which results in r is equal to positive 48 divided by a negative 4 would be a negative, and 48 divided by 4 is 12. So r is equal to 12. All right, I say pause your video and try these all on your own. All right, for number 13, you should get x equals 4. Now, I am all about checking and making sure that we're right. So I'm going to show you how to do that with number 13. And hopefully you got these right, but if not, this is how you can check yourself. So for this one, if I were to substitute that value of x back in for x, I would have 4 over 2 plus 5. And we're checking, does it in fact equal 7? Well, 4 over 2 is 2. 2 plus 5, we get 7 equals 7. Therefore, we know that we did the correct work on that one. All right, let's check that out for number 14. I got b is negative 9. Do I know what I'm talking about? So negative 6, now I know my b here looks like a 6. That's a b. Negative 6 times, substituting 9 in, or negative 9 in, minus 7. We're checking, what is it equal to? Well, negative 6 times 9 is a positive 54. 54 minus 7 is equal to 47. So we get 47 equals 47. Therefore, I know that I did my work correctly. Now, I'm not saying you have to write it out every time, but it's a great way for you to double check your work. Like on number 15, let's just talk through it. If I put 12 in for n, if I substituted n, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Then 3 minus 3 is 0. Yep, got that one correct. And then the last one, if I substitute my value of 2 in for v. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. So we're able to see that we got the correct answer on that. All right, this is everything for two-step equations for lesson 14.2. We are going to move on to more two-step equations and multi-step equations that include fractions. So you are now good to go ahead and do lesson 14.2 homework.